Hey guys, All in Crypto here, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. Happy Thursday, guys. I hope everybody has had a fantastic week so far. Today, I'm going to be updating you on Cardano, and more importantly, we are going to be listening from the man, the myth, the legend himself, Charles Hoskinson, give his update on Alonzo and how it is going. One of the issues that I always find with Charles's videos they are sometimes quite long and packed with information. You know, there is so much information, it can sometimes be quite hard to remember it all. So we're going to be breaking down some key points, such as the dates that he is setting for the Alonzo Hardfork event to take place. Also, he's going to talk about something called CeFi, which is where DeFi meets the real world. One reason we are so bullish on the kind of turning on of smart contracts and applications being able to be built on Cardano is because it's going to really amp up the demand for the underlying protocol, for the underlying token ADA, because people are going to be needing it to actually use and interoperate with these applications. I use a lot of DeFi and Ethereum, and to be quite honest with you, it completely rules out, unless you're using Polygon, which is a layer 2 solution, which some applications do have, others don't. It rules out any kind of a small time player, any kind of a small retail guy, because the fees are astronomical, the transactions are slow. If you use something like Cardano or Algorand, which I call a third generation blockchain, Ethereum 2.0 will be a third generation blockchain as well. They are superior in how fast they are and how cheap they are, and it will allow the average day person to really get involved. So we're going to be hearing, he's going to be giving some dates here. We're going to be listening to him talk about the bottleneck that is about to get released with smart contracts. And then we're going to really hear his closing statement, because he's very philosophical. I like Charles. I am a big fan of him. I think morally he's great. He is not a snowflake by any means. So he walks the line, essentially. Very, very good individual, I think, and what he is literally trying to do is change the world, and I cannot do anything but respect that. So in this video, we're going to go through those 3 clips. We're going to be, of course, looking at the price, but the price is really just set following the roadmap that we set out for it. We said this is not going to be an easy run up. You're not just going to explode. There is going to be a moment where the volume comes up and spikes, and we do have that impulsion that really signals, and then a bit of FOMO is going to ensue. But you've got a lot of resistance levels, and you can see the resistance levels are, I mean, you've hit off this resistance level that we drew for you way down here 3 times now. So lots of resistance in our way. We'll talk about that towards the end of the video. But let's jump straight into the first clip. And let me just say before I start, he kind of did this in response to the level of skepticism. People are literally betting that smart contracts won't be available by October the 1st. I'll talk about it actually after I've played the clip. I don't want to kind of keep you guys waiting in angst. So we'll play the clip and then we'll talk about it after and get straight into the next one.
Things that need to be done with 1.4. So look for the mid-month update. We'll give the precise date of the HFC event, and we're going to give you a primary and a fallback date. But it looks pretty good towards, based on the information we have, that it's going to be August, September, late August, early September, more likely than not, maybe the 31st to, I'd say, September 7th for the primary date. And then there'll be a board fallback date in the event that something is discovered past the cutoff date. So, for example, if we initiate on we're on the day of the 28th and some bug comes out, we don't feel comfortable with it, we have to then wait another 5 days for the next date for the epic turnover. That's just how that works. So anyway, that's basically where we're at. We're going to know a lot more at the end of the week. We're going to know a lot more at the end of next week. But so far, nothing has come up that is catastrophic. Nothing has come up that would indicate a substantial delay. There still could be moderate delays to minor delays, but there's nothing at the moment that looks problematic. We have smart contracts running on the node. A lot of infrastructure, and it has to be integrated in. For example, the Plutus application backend.
We'll leave the technical stuff for just now, guys. The takeaways from that was we're looking at August the 31st. Sorry, dyslexic in me always comes out on these videos right when I don't want it to. And sort of start of September. So that's what we're looking at, all being well. And he said, so far, things look absolutely fine. We already have smart contracts running. And this is, like I say, he really made this video in response to the skepticism. Here's a tweet. It's extraordinary to me, the level of skepticism about our up-and-coming smart contract launch. It's not something like SC's S. Will be underwhelming, but rather it simply won't happen. The critics say it with biblical levels of certainty. We should start a fund to pay for their therapy. I think that's a brilliant response, and people say he's being a bit harsh there and antagonistic. How frustrating do you think it is for Charles to have people tell him, the founder of Cardano, the person who is probably most in the know out of anybody on this universe, that smart contracts aren't going to come, and there's a bet that they won't be accessible on the 1st of October. And he actually spoke about that even if they are, they probably won't give people that money and payout, because they really do believe, and we already have, this is the code of a smart contract, an early smart contract that is on the testnet. They're already here, guys. The people, like I say, that really throw the most shade on him are often the people that are very loyal to Ethereum. Now, we like Ethereum on this channel, but in its current state, it cannot compete with Cardano. ETH2, big argument that will be a serious competitor, but in Ethereum's current state right now, it cannot compete with Cardano on pretty much any level. And that is, what really frustrates me the most. And it's because people have got money on this. They've got a dog in this fight. Let's play the second clip, and then let's fly through these guys. I've got quite a lot on today, so I'm going to kind of get through things. This was also a graph I'll show you just before. This is since August last year, so a year ago. Cardano had around about 50,000 sort of wallets, total staking keys per day. So it's total people sort of staking on the network. Today, it's at 1,200,000 wallets, so significant growth there. And this is the route that Cardano is taking. This is the direction that it's going in. This very clearly illustrates it. Let's play the second clip, guys.
I just can't wait for Alonzo and the surrounding infrastructure around Alonzo, because it's going to open up all that innovation that's bottled up right now like a genie. That we've seen with the Plutus Pioneers program and our dev partners and other such people. And, we've also broadened the base. Over 1 million people in Ethiopia have been brought into the Cardano ecosystem through Prism out of the 5 million. And that continues to grow. We're continuing to onboard already. And many millions more are coming in the next 12, 24 months for RealFi. And the conference will talk a lot about it. But this is a good moment in the project's history, and it's one that rewards the stability this development process has brought. Every single week, I see a hack with a DeFi protocol or a bridge or some design flaw or issue. And it bothers me because the money that's lost is seldom the money of the developers. Occasionally it is, but usually it's the money of the users of the system, and the developers get paid up front. I've always viewed this as a moral hazard and an unsustainable economic model, and one that will either be sued out of existence or regulated out of existence if it continues. There needs to be adults in the room who have the dual desire of not only building something great and getting adoption, but also ensuring that the things that they release aren't ticking time bombs to harm the people who trust them.
We'll leave it there, guys. He mentioned the word CeFi there. This is where DeFi meets the real world, so the real financial sector. So people like your hedge funds, your JP Morgans, your Morgan Stanleys of the world can all actually use DeFi, and it has a bit of... We know regulations are coming. We covered it in yesterday's video. Gary Gensler had spoken about the crypto space and his need for regulating it. So this is coming. Cardano are in a very good position, and they're a very solid project that, in regards to these institutions looking to invest in DeFi, they're going to go with ones that don't have faults and that have kind of shown merit. And Cardano has done that. Cardano, by the way, is one of, I think, the only original blockchains out there where it has built each component of the blockchain itself. It's very, very impressive. There's a reason we talk about it so much on this channel, because it's an extremely impressive project, and I think is, in my opinion, you know, and this is not financial advice, you know, I'm very happy with my investments, and right now we're seeing a bit of a sell-off. Just go and look at Bitcoin, guys, look at what it's doing, and you can essentially dictate what the rest of the market's doing. Hold this level of support here, bounce off it, you're fine. Sell through it and continue to make lower lows and lower highs. You could be downtrending again, but ultimately we have said the breakout is on. You guys know we did a number of things. You must have seen my Elliott wave theory a million times now. This is what essentially is taking place. This schematic here, guys, where, you know, this was Cardano back on our 2 wave that we spoke about. We overlaid it on where we're at now. Very, very similar in the sense that, you know, Peter Brown was calling for this head and shoulders. We don't think that's a thing. You know, the head and shoulders have played out or not played out plenty of times in crypto. We're just waiting for the volume to come back. We're in August. People are enjoying their summer, etc., etc. We've given you so many reasons on that. We talk about the price a lot. And if you've watched the other videos, you'll have quite a rounded view of what's coming. And you've got these levels of resistance that you need to flip as support and kind of claw your way out, ready for the volume to retake, and you get a kind of burst up like this, which really allows people to FOMO in because people don't want to miss the boat. I'm going to play the last clip now for you guys, and then I'm going to wrap this video up. I'm going to love and leave you. I've got quite a lot on today, very, very busy. We're going to be bringing a video out on Liquid, I believe. This is another app that is going to run on Cardano, another borrowing and lending protocol. You guys know we like Aave and Compound on Ethereum. They're just very expensive and clunky. Aave is a little bit better because you can use Polygon on it. So yeah, I'll play this clip, and then I'm going to love and leave you guys. So yeah, let's jump straight into it.
Don't let that dissuade you, because at the end of the day, we're not here for a popularity contest. At the end of the day, we're not here to win the hearts and minds of a different religion, whether that be the cult of Satoshi or Ethereum or wherever have you. We're here to change the world, the systems of the world, to improve them and make them better for everyone everywhere. The systems that govern the financial infrastructure, the systems that govern the choice architecture of how you get to vote and make decisions of who's in charge, the way our property is represented and traded and stored. And as long as we continue to grow, at some point we'll wake up, and instead of having millions, because it wasn't too long ago that we just had thousands, we'll have billions of people. And all of these rivalries and complaints and delusions and grand lies that keep being levied, they will seem so trivial and small. It wasn't too long ago that Paul Krugman, when asked about the relevance of the internet, very famously said, it will be no more impactful than the invention of the fax machine. And he won a Nobel Prize in economics. And I imagine the critics of our ecosystem will suffer the same fate upon reflection. And that's for them to deal with, and the people they attempt to attract credibility and investments to question them about in the future. But today, as we move towards the dawn of Alonzo, we just don't care about them anymore. The game has changed. We changed it, and we're here to play the new one. And this is the game for the hearts and minds of the billions of people who are looking for a new system. Thank you for playing it with me. Thank you for being part of this movement. And I really do look forward to seeing you over the next 2 months, August and September. And it's going to be a very, very good conference, a great celebration, and a great commitment to the future as we look towards the next 5 years, Cardano 2025.
Amen, baby. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm going to love and leave you on that note. Big thank you. He's thanking you there, guys, for all being a part of this. You're a part of this journey, just the same that I am. I might be here making content, but we're all in this together, guys. We want change. We want it now, and Cardano is bringing that. Thanks a lot for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to love and leave you. If you enjoy the content, like is always appreciated. So is a comment, and I'll see you all on the next one, hopefully. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.